Today's video is about a bathtub stopper. It's the old school lever action kind that a lot of you have in your house. And sometimes they don't work. They maybe worked for a while, then all of a sudden they start trickling and you hear that noise and you got to do the bath quick because you're running out of water. Well, today is all about how they work, if they don't work, what the likely problem is, and how to fix it. And if you want one of these sweet Caulk Gun shirts or hats, they're available in the link in the top of the description box. So with this tub, there's a few interesting quirks to it. It has been epoxy coated, and the epoxy coating is starting to come off around the drain. I do not want to take this drain apart because as soon as I start turning this, it's going to chip out even more of the epoxy. They said that it hasn't gotten any worse in quite some time. So I'm assuming that that's as far as it's going to go for now. The idea is to get a drain cover that threads down into that hole. There'll be a screw that threads there, and there'll be a little chrome grate that covers these edges here so that they're not seen. That is kind of the driving factor behind saving this lever here. There are a couple different options to just do a pop-up drain. Even if, this isn't designed to have a pop-up drain, but you can put a pop-up drain in here. There's devices that have a friction fit around here. This is not threaded. I don't know if you can get an idea of that. But it's friction fits into this hole here, and then you just pull up and down the stopper. But that still leaves this nasty edge here of where the epoxy coating is coming loose. This is the tub stopper that they've been using. It's not something that they want to continue using since they have this right here and they said, hey, can you get this fixed up? So another interesting feature is right behind this tub is a closet with an access panel. And we can see the tub drain. Inside this tube right there, the stopper goes up and down and stops the flow of water at that joint right there where the tube or pipe that comes from the tub, that's the black thing, there's a thing that goes up and down inside of there. So what I'm going to do is take apart that joint there, as well as take it apart right there and not disturb the pipe and the actual drain connection to the tub and see what's going on. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is take this apart and show you how this works and pull it all out and look for some obvious signs of corrosion or something that's not letting it seat down in there and block the flow of water. This is also your overflow drain, so your tub can't overflow out onto the floor. Well, that's interesting. It's not attached. Well, this needs to be attached to this. There's a pin that connects these, goes through here. This is pretty corroded up. Wonder if that pin is down the Susquehanna by now. You can get an idea. Those two holes there, that's where the pin, and I believe a cotter pin, holds that pin onto the lever that I just removed. So I'm going to pull this thing out and take a look in there. So we've got this retaining half moon clip here that is not very tight. So you probably would get some leaks if this water did go up and over and down into here. There it is. Whew. So this is supposed to slide down and block the flow of water. Not much in the way of corrosion. Doesn't smell too bad. It is adjustable by threading this up and down. There's a little lock nut there once you set the depth. Take this off here. Oh, not corroded, not bad. I like that. And I'll probably pull these screws out just so they don't hold anything else up. So there's a rubber gasket here that's supposed to get squished between the back side of the tub and the brass pipe there. So this pipe right there is the one that connects to the overflow drain hole on the tub. This is all put together with slip joint connections. So I'm going to undo those two that you can see there, and there's another one right there. And I'm going to pull out that T and check it. See if it's dirty. See if there's a Lego in there or something. Ooh. There we go. So here's how this works. This goes down the pipe and is supposed to fit into this very tight toleranced pipe area and block the flow of water in through there. But as you can see, it's not going in there. It gets jammed up in there. So what I'm going to do is just clean up this thing and also clean down in there and see if we can get it to slide in and out. Should be already into that reduced section, kind of like this. And then you just push it down and up. So it's not supposed to be up here and then go all the way down. It only moves a little bit. It only moves maybe like that much, like undoing half of it. Like that. So we didn't even get down there. You're not even close. We were getting held up here. All right, it didn't take much to get this cleaned up. Just used one of the toothbrushes I found up on the counter. And there we go. It is sliding in and out real easy. But I'm going to do it a little bit of a favor and use some plumber's grease. Plumber's grease. Link will be in the description. So I'm going to lube this area up here just to keep it moving freely, and then reassemble this whole thing, get it adjusted, try to find something to replace the pin that is not there anymore. That's the only part that was missing. And the gasket. The gasket I dropped down into the ceiling. So I got to go stick my head in that little tiny hole and fetch that. But yeah, that's all I'm going to do. Is this here is a little bit of tarnishing. That's not anything that I can get off, but it's pretty smooth in there. Nice smooth walls. Oh, don't drop it again. This is danger zone. We're ready to shove this down the hole. I'm going to lube it up first. Just give it a nice seal. Now, how does this hold up to hot water? I don't know. We'll see how it holds up over time. This is a traditional style to plug up your tub. I was just curious to see if I could figure it out. That's pretty much the main reason I went through all this work, instead of just sticking something down in the drain. Let's see here, did I adjust it right? Did I eyeball it right? Well, you gotta put the whole darn thing together, fill it up with water, see if you got this seated down. You need these screws in because this lever pushes it and seats it in like a cone-shaped rim down in that pipe to block it off. Up, down. All right, time for Handy to get out of the tub. Looks like it's stopping the water so far, but we gotta see if we can get some bubble bath going in here. Sometimes these things have a slow leak. So I'm gonna fill it up at least a couple inches. I also have to look for leaks. So I'll drain it, go around the back side, look through the access hole. See if we hear any trickles. No trickles. Check around the other side. So right here, I don't know if you guys can see that, is where it's stopped up. That little cylinder goes down and blocks the flow of water there. I don't hear anything. And that P-trap I emptied out, so we'd hear something of a trickling noise as far as like water running down into that P-trap. And I don't see any drips yet. So right now, this is the only slip joint that's under all the water pressure in the tub. And now when we flip that lever up, this thing should slide up, the water will come out and go down. And then we'll have 1, 2, 3 more slip joints that have those compression, what are those nylon compression rings that hold back the water. We got to, there's another one right there. So I'm going to reach down with my hand and make sure everything's tightened up before I pull the stopper up. So it looks like I got it adjusted correctly on my first try. Let's see, I don't know if you can hear it, but it's starting to drain. I'm going to go around the other side and look for leaks. I don't see any leaks so far. I'm going to reach down in there into the areas that I can't see. Not bad. So here's the drain cover I picked up at Lowe's. It is not big enough. It measures 3 inches. And I think I need at least 3.5 inches. But it's what I got today. I'll have to look for one online on the old interwebs. How do I get this in here? That is 3.5, 3 3/4, 3 5/8, anything that is just a little bit bigger to cover up the chipped epoxy. That's kind of why I fixed this instead of just getting the regular, plug that goes in here. You can get ones that are friction fit, they go right in there, and they have the stopper that goes up and down. That's it. That's the finished product. Even though on camera you probably can't see those chipped epoxies. Chips. So that is what I'm referring to when I say the chipped epoxy, because this has an epoxy coating over the entire tub. So I need one a little bit bigger that covers that up. So thanks for watching my YouTube video. Please subscribe so you're notified when the next home improvement video comes out. If you didn't already know, the shirts and the hats are available in the link at the top of the description. At the top of the description. At the top of the description. Did I say that right? Goodbye.